guys after the last game?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of said it here in the intermission before going to the third. Like, let's do what they did to us, or do to them what Colorado did to us. Turn the tide. We wanted to respond after what happened last game, and obviously, our guys took pride in that and came away with a win tonight.
How do you maintain your focus when shots are coming at the clip that they were for you early on?
I like it. I mean, it's fun. I mean, I think like we've talked about before. When I get my starts, it's a little bit of my energy bug kind of spark through the lineup, and first shot there's a no-look glove save, kind of throw it away, let the guys know that I'm dialed, and there's little intangibles that you try and play into, and they see I'm focused and ready to go. It kind of gives them a little bit more hope and security, I think, which would be nice, and then just try and stay in, and I like to see what hands guys are, where they're posted, and we watch video before the game of what tendencies guys have, and when you feel like you have a mental edge, it obviously weighs in your favor.
That's an elite power play over there. How did you guys, for the most part, were able to neutralize them?
I think just kind of playing their guys hard. I think we came out far with them, didn't get them time to kind of snap around high and load up chances. They're going to look for tips and shot lane passes, and you step up on a guy and he thinks he can't get it through, and there's a turnover the other way. It puts them on their heels, and if you can get any power play sitting kind of back, waiting for something to happen, and nothing happens, it's a big benefit to the penalty kill.
How much of a momentum shifter are these challenges we've seen the last couple of games, especially having two tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think when it goes your way, it sparks you. The crowd gets cheered twice, which is fun, and then the one the other night when it kind of puts you on your heels, you have to kill a penalty, but it's a team decision. Coaches go through it, and we're behind our coaches in all decisions, and worked in our favor tonight on the other side, which is a bonus for us. And you play the game hard. Obviously, there's going to be times that there is goalie interference and guys are trying to get the puck in the net. It's not an easy job to do, but I think it's just an emotional check. You gotta stay focused and not let the decisions of the refs outside of our control. We play the game as far as we want to, and if it's something we think it's worth challenging, we'll take that risk. And if we have to go to the penalty kill, we will.
I think coming into this game, you guys only had a couple of points against some of the best teams in the league that you've played so far. How important was it to get 2 points against one of the top teams going right now?
Yeah, I think anytime you win, it's a benefit. Obviously, no matter who you're playing in this league, anybody can kind of win on every night, and that's the fun part about the NHL. It's not just a top dog race, but obviously it's a character builder. It's a confidence boost anytime you can take down top 16, and obviously that's where we want to be at the end of the year, and that's the playoff race. And obviously you give yourself confidence knowing you can beat those teams when it comes to the dance at the end of the year.
Thank you.
Through the goal and then the emotion of it maybe not being a goal, then it was a goal. I mean, it just seems like a lot going on there.
Yeah, great cross-ice pass by Dutch and trying to put it on net, and I just saw it sitting there in between his legs and just poked at it and went in and kind of instantly called it off. So I knew that it was a good goal, but I'm happy that one got called the right way.
You said you knew it was a good goal, but I mean, this has happened to you a few times this season. Did any of it feel like here we go again?
Yeah, I mean, the call was goaltender interference, so I didn't think that I interfered with him at all. So I saw it sitting there and it went in, and this was great. Happy it went that way.
How big is it to come back after last game and get this game against a very good team?
Yeah, like last game, that's not our group. We're better than that. We know that in here, and to come out this game and do the same thing that they did to us. That shows the kind of team we are, and we got those kind of people in this room. So it's a big win for us, and on to the next one.
What's allowed your line to just have this instant chemistry this year?
I don't know if it was instant, but I think a couple games into the season, we started rolling, and we've been building on it and talking, and I think that's the biggest part is talking about where we like to be and where we're going to be, and how we like to play. And we got pretty good communication skills, and both those guys, Sagan and Dutch, they've been playing great hockey, and I'm just trying to get pucks for those guys and get to the net. So it's been good. It's working out.
What was said after the second period, in which you guys came out and scored 5 consecutive goals in that third, that inspired you guys so much?
This game's right out there for us to take. I think we played a good game. Almost a full 60. I mean, a couple of their goals were, that first one's kind of lucky. The last one's kind of lucky, but just to keep pushing. You know, we got that group in here that we don't quit. So it was just great to see that out of the guys, and you know, nice to see the guys come together there.
Thank you. It's a reverse of the script there. What happened in the third?
Well, I thought actually it started before that. I thought, you know, the second period on, I thought we got to our game and started to take the game over. You know, it felt a little bit like the Colorado game in reverse. You know, I think we wanted to. I don't think we loved our first period. I thought we gave them too much room, too much time. You know, and we came out in the second and third and played the way we need to play against a team like that, and got rewarded for it.
Some of that second period was that momentum was potentially gotten for you by the work of Sam Steele and Craig Smith.
Yeah.
In that zone, they seem to have a lot of shifts there.
They did, yeah. That line's done a really good job tilting the ice for us, and you know that's a terminology we try and use. You know, you're not going to get out there and score every night, but you want to grab momentum for us. And what those second period shifts do when they get ozone time like that is, you know, we caught them tired a few times, outchanged them, got some fresh people out, and you know, managed to really put some pressure on them and get some momentum because of that. So
I know they scored once, but the second best power play in the NHL.
Yeah.
Penalty kill. I know you don't want that test, but how good
Yeah.
was it for them to come through for you guys?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's been a foundation piece for us, you know, all last year and picked up right where it left off this year. And your best penalty killer is always your goalie. You know, you have to tip your hat to Wedgewood tonight again. You know, he's done it, I think this is the third or fourth time we've stuck him in against really good teams. And he's given us a really solid game and found a way to get us wins. So it's exactly what you need out of that position. And I thought he was excellent tonight.
What were you looking for with the Ben and Robertson swap?
Yeah, just, you know, I think... you know, I wanted to be patient with combinations and give as long a runway as I could. Particularly, some of those combinations have a long history of being really, really good. But, you know, at some point, you know, if it starts to feel stale, you know, some guys need a change just for a change. And, you know, I thought we got a little bit of a bump out of that tonight. Jamie Benn with a big goal for us.
What about with Robertson? What are you looking for him
Yeah.
do to kind of take that next step?
Yeah. Well, you know, I think, you know, he's an easy guy to look at and go, you know, we want more because he's such a good player. He's still almost a point a game for us. You know, he's doing a lot of good things. It reminds me a little about the playoff conversation, you know, through the rounds. Well, he's not doing enough. He's not scoring enough, and you know, he's got a point a game. So. You know, I think we all want to see him at the elite level that we know he can play at. And I know he'll get there. But in the meantime, he's still contributing, still a big part of what was a fairly easy one. Yeah, I think, you know, you're allowed to go into the crease after a loose puck, and the puck was loose. And, you know, I think, you know, that one, there wasn't a lot of ambiguity to.
We've seen it be so big in the last two games, and you know, obviously with their follow-up. How important is it for you guys to get on the same page with your new group? And
Yeah.
The timing's got to be really quick, it seems like.
On the challenges? Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got, you know, Kelly Forbes is not here, who was, you know, one of the best in the business at that. So we've got a couple of young guys in that room, and they're getting their feet wet and learning, you know, the league. And us as, you know, and they're not alone in that. The coaches have to, you know, we're all a part of that. So, you know, it was nice. I know after the other night, the way they were feeling, it was nice for them to be on the right side of one tonight.
The other end of that swap, Jamie Benn, how did he plug in so well and
Yeah.
that line just looked like it was buzzing the whole night?
Yeah. Well, Benner's, you know, I think Benner wants to be the difference in the game every night, and I know he's been a little frustrated recently. I think he had a good start to the season, and then he went dry for a little while. So, but he's been getting some good looks. I think it was just a matter of time.
but he's the heart and soul of our team. You know, he wears it every night, and you know, we needed a big goal tonight. You know, I think after the way the last game ended, it was important tonight that we play well and get a win. And you know, your leaders have to drive that bus, and he did that.
Thank you.